You have shoulder pain and can't get it under control? Today, I'm going to show you a muscle responsible for most shoulder pain and show you a tutorial on how to relax it so that it gets much better right away. And now for the exercise that really relieves your shoulder. Ina will show you, I will explain it to you. Ina, please lie on your stomach. Yes, and now follow along. Now, please place your upper arm so that from here, from the horizontal, the upper arm is upwards at 45 degrees. So exactly in the middle between this 90-degree angle, you can go a little higher, Ina, and the forearm points upwards like this. Yes, the elbow is slightly bent. Now bring your shoulder as close as possible to the floor and turn left and put your left knee out in a stable lateral position. And then you'll notice that you can't get down very well here, right? So this is also the first sign for you at home that something is really stuck. You have to try to get your shoulder down to the floor as much as possible and then twist more and more. Ina is very, very short at this angle. It's good that we can see that you have to practice more, Ina, and we go as far as we can. Try to go down as far as possible towards the floor. And first, go into the stretch now. Yes, that means as far as you can. You always go a little higher with the left shoulder. Where does that pull on you? The whole upper part of the shoulder, yes? So this is a very important exercise. The exercise we're showing you has two parts. This is part one now. We stay at this angle for a minute and a half and go to 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, under 10, but bigger than 8. Yes? Breathe in nicely, Ina, and when you exhale, try to twist a bit more. Yes? But don't lift up. Try not to lift up. And breathe in again. And as you exhale, try to twist a little more. And breathe in again and turn a little more on the exhalation. Take your time, yes? And the exercise has to be like this. The intensity of the exercise, it has to be like this so that you don't have to get out of it. So if you have the feeling that I have to get out of there now, that it hurts too much, then you're at 10 or over 10. That would be too much. Take it in such a way that you can stay in there for 3 hours if necessary, Ina. Yes? So adjust down there now. I think you're trying too hard. Better back off of it for a little bit, then stay in the position longer. Time is very important. That the fasciae can release, that everything can break up a little. Fasciae researchers say that the fasciae can become more fluid, and by that they mean to separate, to disentangle, yes? And also to get a proper structure back into it. Not in the first exercise, but to stimulate the fasciae to grow. Because it changes every day, it changes every minute, every second. And what we do there, it adapts to that. This is the purpose of this exercise. And then you'll really get over your shoulder pain, you'll see. So now the time is about up. Now we leave the upper arm just as it is, but your forearm goes into the extension of the upper arm. A little further up. It's exactly the angle. Exactly, Ina, exactly the angle where it hurts. But it has to be below 10. If it's at 10, Ina, or higher, then you'd better come out of it a little. Yes, then no, don't change the angle. Out means that the shoulder is lifted a little. Yes? So if you can't touch the floor with your shoulder, even at home, then go as close as you can, and after a few days, you come down further, and at some point you touch, and then you can start twisting. Ina, where are you on the pain scale now? 9? Go up to 9.5. 9.5 is an intensity you can still stand. That's right. And increase it a little more. Always as much as you can. And now slowly come out of it again. And now you can either come out here too. So go back down with the shoulder, slowly move out again, Move a little freely. Ina, lie down on your back. And it's best to do it with the head over there, so the audience can see it better. So now we support the whole thing with light osteopressure. And now you go with this round tip part. If you don't have the osteopressure tool yet, then you would have to take a wine cork and round it off a bit at one end, like this tip here. Yes? And then you start at the bottom, take it in your hand, Ina, and then you start looking for your breastbone, your sternum, and then you go and relax your head, yes? And then you go to the right side of the sternum because it's about your right shoulder. And then you go from the space between the ribs a little higher to the next space. Exactly. A little higher, and you notice how intensely it starts to get tender when you put pressure on it, right? Yes. Just a little slower. It's a bit too fast. Breathe nicely, and you can just follow along at home. If you don't have the osteopressure set yet, maybe you have something like a dog toy or children's toy that's a bit soft but not hard, that has roughly the same shape. By the way, you can get information about the osteopressure set by clicking on the info card here, where everything is explained about what you can do with it, where you can get it, and so on. Yes, work through it slowly and intensively, point by point. Really take your time. You can also do it in the evening while watching TV or just before you go to bed. Then you'll fall asleep while pressing. So you don't spend a lot of extra time. I even do it like that sometimes when I want to do some exercises or I want to press somewhere. I also do it in conversations, not with strangers, of course, or not with business people, yes, but just in the family with friends, just pressing it around a bit. That also has such a contagious effect. Everyone takes care of themselves a bit while the conversation goes on, yes? Notice how that relaxes you, right? You realistically stay on each point until you notice that the intensity becomes less. Yes, that it becomes less sensitive. Stay on it as long as you can. Go a little bit higher again. And with most people, this is really shortened in the front, the chest muscle. Yes, the big one, which is really the reason for all this happening, chest muscles. And when that is then relaxed again, the chest opens up again. And why are we always shortened and too tight? Because we always have our arms in front on the keyboard. We do something with our arms in front. Very rarely do we overstretch backward at this angle. We go forward like this to the opposite angle. And there it gets shorter and shorter. The shoulder starts to hurt because there are blockages. The posture changes, there's a hunchback, the head overstretches. This is how it all develops. And that is one of the measures, the pressing, and also this exercise that I showed you, where that is released again, and where you can slowly come out of the negative routine into a positive routine again. Yes, Ina has already reached quite a high point, 1 or 2 more points, and we'll have freed everything up nicely. Of course, it's a good idea to do the same on the other side. So do the exercise, this one exercise with the 2 parts, also on the left side, and also the pressing on the left side along the sternum upwards more and more. How does it feel? Good? Are you always on 9, 9.5? Okay. Then I would say put it down slowly and come back up slowly. Empower yourself against pain by subscribing to our newsletter. Each week, you'll get free expert content, including easy-to-follow exercise guides, educational articles, and more videos just like this so you can manage any pain condition yourself. Click below to subscribe and start living your life free of pain. And give it a thumbs up if you like the video. We're looking forward to the next one where we'll see you again. If you want more exercises for the shoulder, train it to be free. We have a whole playlist for you. You can get it by clicking here. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please click here.